Hi Tim, this is Michelle. First off, I just want to say thank you for giving me a call back and chatting with me today out of your busy schedule. So this is the video I was going to send to you that was going to show you the 3 things you can do today to bring more customers to your business. So if by the end of this video you like what you've seen, just reach out to me and we can definitely chat, or you can take these 3 things and do it yourself. That's fine as well. So let me go ahead and show you the 3 things that will set your company above your competition. First off, I just wanted to say to you though, the Branded Roofing construction website looks really nice. I love the colors and everything. So let me go ahead and get to this. So the number 1 thing we're going to look at first is content. Most business owners do know that we need content on our homepage, but most of them don't realize that the average amount of content for the number 1 result on Google is going to be anywhere from 15 to 2,500 just to show at the top of Google. So we need to at least have 1,500 words on the homepage and with the right keywords. So what we want to do is make sure that we can add these keywords anywhere, like on pictures. So if we actually right click on this picture and do save image, you can see that your file is listed just here as letters and numbers. It doesn't have any keywords, and each of your pictures you can add keywords to. For your different locations, you can have it where it just says Branded Roofing. You can also have it where it says Roofing OKC, or you can have it say Roofing Dallas-Fort Worth or DFW. Any of those, just make sure we have those keywords added there as well. And what I want to go ahead and do here real quick is pull up here a website. It's a word counter, and it's going to this show us how many words are on your home page. And so if we look here, I have showing 2,100 words on your home page. Perfect. It's excellent. You have over that 1,500 amount that's should be there, and as well as your competitor, which is Basie's Roofing. They're here in Oklahoma actually, and they have over 1,800. So good job on the number of words that you have on your home page. It's excellent. Also, what we want to do is just to make sure that you're being found by good keywords. So if we go over here, and I'm going to actually go ahead and look at Basie's first, and what this is going to be, they have 15 keywords, and you can see that they're being found by searches as OKC Roofing, Roofing Company Oklahoma City, and Oklahoma City Roofers. But if we go over to your little search here, we have 11 keywords, but most of your keywords is actually people searching directly for your company. Branded Roofing, Branded Construction, Branded Roofing. I don't see any actual, good keywords in there for the different areas. So we just want to make sure we get those added as well. So we just go ahead and put this back over here. One other thing I'm going to go ahead and show you here real quick. Let me just go ahead, and I'm going to do this for roofing. So if we do this search Roofing OKC, and what it's going to do is, the first thing that we're going to see here is a whole bunch of sponsored ads. And this is where, it's ads that, that people are, that they purchase on Google ads, and they can work, but they also can be a money pit if your website isn't dialed in. So we just want to make sure that before you're spending a lot of money in Google ads, that your website will convert. So just, kind of just make sure, on here we have 1,500 words minimum, which you definitely have on your website. So that's perfect. And, that's good. And then also with the Google ads, is make sure we're not spending that money there until we know your actual website will convert. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the number 2 thing now. And what that is going to be is citations. And you may be there's wondering what a citation is, and and how does it matter? And that's a great question. So if we go ahead and scroll down past the sponsored ads, okay, we're going to see here, it says our Google Maps, where you see OKC Roofers, Heiner Roofing, and Statewide Roofing, also known as a map pack. This is where you have your directory listings and where your business name, address, and phone number is listed. Also known as NAP, name, address, and phone number, and this is how Google verifies and gives relevance to local businesses. So you want to make sure that you have your business name and address and phone number the same across these different directories. And some of the directories that they are Yahoo Local, Bing, Yelp, Matchpoint, Yellow.com, and some of the different pages, directories that we want to have those on. And like I said, you just want to make sure that your business name, address, and phone number are the same across there. And you may be asking, well, how do we get up here in this map pack? And the number one thing that we want to do today to move you up there would be just make sure that we get additional citations put to these directories. Make sure we get a lot more listed. And it's actually really simple. All we do is we have companies that we can use that will show the directories that your competition has. And we take those same lists and we match those with yours on your site. And, we just don't stop there because we don't want to just match what they have. We want to dominate online. So if your competitor has like 100 citations, we want to get that and then get an additional 50 or 100 more, so it takes them a lot longer to catch back up. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go into the third thing now to look at today, and that's link juice or backlinks. And this is going to help you really dominate on Google, but where you want to be, and to get there you need authority. So like if we scroll down here, one of our number one spots that people, we do have Standard Roofing here that's popped up today in the top part, but we have, Basie's is right here. So the way we do this to get authority, it comes back to backlinks, and a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So a good way to look at this is if site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. Kind of like a vote of confidence, and in Google's eyes, this is passing authority. So the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. So a quick example would be if you have a local blog or industry site linking back to you, then that's great. Because if you're a roofing company and you get a backlink from Pizza Hut linking to you, it's not so great because, you don't sell pizza. So here I'm also what we're going to look at is yours and your competitor here in Oklahoma. So if I go to yours real quick, we can see that Branded has 31 backlinks. And then if we go over here to Basie's, they have a little over 1,200 backlinks. You just want to make sure that we have, strong relevant sources, for backlinks. And another way, and the way that we get these is the same way like we do with our citations. It's, we go in here, we pull their backlinks, and then we get those and we put them on your business. Getting to the top is not magic. It's just a method. And, and I've shown you those 3 things here today that we can definitely do to get you ranked across Google as number 1. And that's going to be for all your locations. Just looking here, I see you have Dallas, Fort Worth, Wichita Falls, Austin, Texas, and Oklahoma City. Now, just to go ahead and go over all these 3 things one more time. Number 1 was content. We just want to make sure, we have at least 1,500 words on our homepage, and you guys have that already, so great. Number 2 is going to be citations. We just want to make sure that we have anywhere, 200 to 300 of these to beat out your competition by landslide. So like I said, if they have 100, we want to have anywhere from like 200 to 300 more. And then number 3 was backlinks. The more relevant sites pointing to your business to show Google you're the authority. And if you implement these things today, then you can become number 1 across Google. So now you can either go with this information I provided you today and do this on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself some time, just give me a call. My number is 405-410-3024. Once again, my name is Michelle, and my number is 405-410-3024. Tim, I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.